Please be seated. The graduates, the candidates for degrees, the faculty, the staff, and the parents, families, and friends of the graduates and candidates are now assembled. I hereby declare the School of Management Commencement of the University at Buffalo to be open. Welcome to our 2016 graduation program, honoring this year's recipients of the undergraduate degrees from the University at Buffalo School of Management. We are here to offer our personal congratulations to our students, as well as to their parents, grandparents, families, and friends. Before I go on, I would like to ask if there are any veterans or those serving in the armed forces who are here today to please stand. On behalf of the University at Buffalo and the School of Management, we thank you for your service. Today, we recognize the accomplishments of our graduates. Your achievements to date are a source of pride, and we look forward to following your success in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our ceremony, would you please stand and join vocalist Wes Richter Jr., Master of Business Administration, class of 2013, in singing our national anthem? Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to introduce several special guests. Please hold your applause until they've all been introduced. On my far left is Andrew Peer, President of the School of Management Alumni Association. Continuing on my left is Satish K. Tripathi, President of the University at Buffalo. On my far right is Siddharth Kardawal, our undergraduate student speaker, and continuing on my right is Natalie Simpson, chair of the Undergraduate Program Committee. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of faculty and staff who are joining us this morning for this great ceremony. Today, we send 975 graduates out into the world armed with a top-notch education. I was thinking about what words of wisdom I might be able to share with you before you graduate, and I settled on a message that is simple, but I hope also helpful and powerful. In business, we often think about those who are aggressive, who act in their own self-interests, as the ones who get ahead. Well, a colleague of mine, Adam Grant, who happens also to be the youngest professor ever to get tenure at the Wharton School, he's challenged this assertion. In his book, Give and Take, Grant identifies 3 types of styles. First are the takers, who like to be able to get more than they give. Takers are not necessarily cruel or cutthroat, but they most certainly do put their own interests ahead of those of others. Then there are the matchers, who view the world in transactional terms. They're willing to help others, but they expect to get what they give is evenly matched by what they receive. And finally are the givers. They prefer to give more than they receive. Givers are other-oriented. Now, we tend to think of reserving the label for givers for larger-than-life heroes like Mahatma Gandhi or Mother Teresa. But being a giver doesn't require self-sacrifice. It just involves putting the interests of others as a top priority, such as mentoring a new employee, giving a colleague some help, or sharing credit for a job well done. Grant found that at the very top of the high performer distribution in the workplace is often occupied by givers. Successful givers build goodwill through their generosity. That goodwill is social capital that comes back to them in the form of reputation and prestige and a strong supportive network that provides help and information when needed. All of these things enormously are helpful and beneficial in your job and your career, of course. On the other hand, we've all seen givers who can get taken advantage of. They get steamrolled by takers, and they lose out to matchers in negotiations. They give so much of their time and energy to others that they can't successfully accomplish their own work. Unfortunately, many givers find themselves as the proverbial doormats. Maybe you've even experienced this yourself. I know I have. It's not surprising then to learn that many givers also occupy the lower end of the performance distribution for all of these reasons. How can you be a strong and successful giver and not be a doormat? Grant identifies 3 strategies that I think are helpful. First, successful givers not only generously help others, but they also ask for assistance for themselves. Here's a technique that can help you be a successful giver and overcome that reluctance to appear needy or overly assertive. Be an agent for others. Frame your request for help as a way to support your organization, your team, or your family. By acting as an agent for others, you can both successfully give and also have the assertiveness to ask for help when you need it. Second, set boundaries for when, how, and whom to help. One former student of mine, who is now a successful financial analyst, has a reputation in her firm for being an outstanding mentor. She sets aside one day every 2 weeks to mentor junior colleagues. She avoids her time being monopolized by takers by only contributing to mentoring relationships when her junior colleagues commit to paying forward by helping others themselves. Third, balance your empathy with perspective taking to seek and understand the interests and the needs of others that you're helping. By doing this, you can ensure that the help that you're able to provide best addresses the needs of others without sacrificing your own needs. So in closing, my advice to you is strive to be an impactful giver. You'll make everyone around you more successful and be more successful yourself. Thank you. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce President Satish K. Tripathi, who will offer greetings.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to all our families and honored guests. Most of all, congratulations to the School of Management class of 2016. As graduates, you will have a permanent place of honor in UB's proud history and our bright future. You will make history and you will shape the future of business and industry because of what you have learned here and how you will pass that knowledge on to others. Your achievements now and in the future are the outcome of your ethical pursuit of knowledge, inquiry, and discovery, your embrace of new ideas, new modes of thinking, and your commitment to collaboration, intellectual exchange, and dialogue across borders of all kinds, disciplinary, ideological, and cultural. These are the intellectual values we prize above all at UB. They're what we seek to instill in all our students as we prepare them for global leadership in their fields. As management students, you have lived these values each day. Now, as alumni and UB-educated global citizen, you will carry these values with you out into the world. As you have learned, engaging with multiple and conflicting points of view is richly rewarding but seldom easy. This year, universities across the nation have been a site of intense debate about what it means to create and sustain a genuinely inclusive campus environment. Here at UB, for example, we were grappled together with how to negotiate the boundaries of freedom of expression within an inclusive, welcoming academic community. These are difficult but necessary conversations. And there is great and enduring value in them. Exploring difficult concepts from multiple points of view is key to what we do as an academic community. And it is critical to learning and contributing meaningfully in every discipline and every profession. When you are established in your career and look back at your time at UB, I expect what you will remember above all are the people you lived and learned with here. You will remember the most difficult concepts in your field because you learned them through conversations with peers who challenged you to reach farther, dig deeper. You will remember vigorously debating competing economic theories and organization models with students who saw the world differently from you. You will remember your first internship where you may have worked with clients from a culture very different from your own. And what you have learned by looking through their eyes will continue to shape who you are, how you see the world, and how you conduct business in the future. Together with concepts, theories, and business principles you have mastered in the lecture hall and out in the field, this is what you will take with you into your professional lives. The communities you serve will be healthier and stronger for these values, whether that means bringing a cross-cultural perspective into your workplace and your neighborhood, collaborating across disciplines and institutions to bring a bold new idea to market, or working to transform the entrepreneurial environment in your communities and on a national and global level. In an increasingly globalized world, we need business and industry experts like you, collaborative leaders whose perspectives have been shaped by engaging with multiple points of view. Class of 2016, as you prepare to take up the next great challenge in your lives, know that your alma mater is deeply proud of you. And we look forward to all that you will achieve and contribute in the future. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Tripathi. I would now like to introduce Siddharth Khandawal, Bachelor of Science, Class of 2016. Siddharth will offer remarks on behalf of the School of Management undergraduate students. Siddharth has maintained a 4.0 GPA while completing a dual concentration in finance and international business. He is a member of Beta Gamma Sigma, the National Business Honor Society. Throughout his time at UB, he has worked in a paraprofessional position as an academic assistant for campus living. Siddharth is also a certified tutor in our new Undergraduate Learning and Community Center. As a research coordinator, he organized the poster competition for the School of Management students to display their research and applied experience at the Deal Expo. Siddharth has shown extensive leadership through his work within the UB community and serves as a treasurer of the Indian Student Association. Please join me in welcoming Siddharth Khandawal.
Thank you, Dean Tesluk, and welcome President Tripathi, esteemed faculty and staff, families, and 2016 graduates of the University at Buffalo School of Management. I would like to thank the School of Management for providing me with an opportunity to speak to you all on such an important occasion for me and my fellow graduates. On an occasion such as this, we will all reflect back to our experiences here at the University at Buffalo during the past 4 years. Here is my story, which I'm certain you all can relate to, whether you're from Buffalo, Rochester, China, or any other part of the world. After finishing high school, I chose to come to UB, and I'm glad I made this wonderful decision. However, it was not an easy one. As an international student, coming to the United States for higher education was always going to be a different experience. For a person like me, who had never lived away from his family until now, to make this decision required tremendous courage. However, UB never let me feel away from home. It became my second home. It was the experience of studying in a different country with students from all over the world that motivated me. And I'm proud to say that I have such wonderful parents who have always supported me in every important decision of my life. Without them, I would have never made it here and would have definitely lost out on this wonderful time at UB. UB means a lot to me, as I'm sure it does for you all. It is here that we learned how to live independently. It is here that we made everlasting friendships. It is here that we realized that our professors are more like family than just educators. But most importantly, it is here at UB that we have grown tremendously as individuals, and for that, we are forever grateful to this institution. From my time here as an academic assistant with Campus Living, and as a tutor at the Undergraduate Learning and Community Center, to the time I got selected in the School of Management's Undergraduate Honors Program, every experience has left a huge impact on me. As is the case with a caterpillar who turns into a cocoon and eventually, after struggling, comes out as a beautiful butterfly. Our journey has been the same here. Some of us were shy when we came here and were afraid to try new things. However, our curiosity got the better of us and in a way allowed us to get out of the cocoon of life that we had created around ourselves. These experiences and opportunities have played a huge role in making us the people we are today. With the immense opportunities for students to get involved and the interactions with students from all across the globe, we have been able to maximize our education at the School of Management. After a lot of hard work, we can proudly say that we are graduating from UB as more mature and confident people, with loads of experiences, but most importantly, even more memories to cherish. On an ending note, I would like to ask my fellow graduates to make the most out of this wonderful education that you have received here. Never give up, but at the same time, never let anyone else give up on you, because you are all meant to do something great from here on. Do not fear to try something new, since every experience will be a new learning curve for you. As long as you are ready to learn, success will always be with you. Congratulations to the class of 2016, and thank you everyone for always supporting and believing in us.
Thank you, Siddharth.